this is the all-new second generation Cadillac SRX. When the first generation SRX came onto the market in 2004, there weren't a lot of players around. There was, of course, the Lexus RX, the BMW X3, and a couple of others. Today, there are over 10 competitors. So really, this segment reads like a who's who, including, of course, the all-new RX, the Audi Q5, the Volvo XC60, just to name a few. Now, Cadillac has admitted that with the first generation, they may have made a little mistake. They thought that the luxury crossover buyer might want a third row. They might want it really low, want it big. They really don't want that. What they want is something like this: compact, sporty, aggressive, something that they can use on a daily basis. So we've been driving this thing around all day, and one thing we feel we need to talk about is the suspension. There's a sport model, a performance model, and then there's a luxury model. We really prefer the luxury model or the base model to the performance model because the suspension combined with the 20-inch wheels really makes for a pretty rough ride. You have two motors. You have a base 3-liter that produces 265, which is what we've been driving, and then later on there'll be a 2.8-liter turbo that produces 300 horsepower, which is really a segment leader if you look at all the V6 competitors. And really what you get with the Cadillac SRX is the size of an X5 or the size of an MDX, but the price of the smaller luxury SUVs, which is a real benefit. We like the initial ride that the Cadillac has come up with. We like the packaging. $34,000 base price. $40,000 is the way most of these will be equipped. Front-wheel drive, navigation, some nice amenities. New for Cadillac is the LCD Color Information Center. This is a little information center made of LED lights. Cadillac has placed it right between the tachometer and the speedometer. This is a great, highly visible information center. And one of the things it offers is something called speed limit assist. So they know based on GPS where you're located and what the speed limit is. So the good news is you always know what the speed limit is. The bad news, no more excuses when that state trooper stops you. In this segment, you've got some really good all-wheel drive systems, starting, of course, with Audi's Quattro, and then you have the super handling all-wheel drive from Acura. Cadillac feels like their all-wheel drive system is just as good. They actually can take the torque from the front to the back and left and right continuously. You never even know what's going on, so if you're out there trying to slide around in the snow, forget it. This car won't even let you do it. You're gonna stay on track. That's what it's all about. Just to wrap it up, we like the Cadillac. It's probably going to rank up there in one of the top 3 or 4 with the segment. It's a big segment. You have 10 models to choose from, and you really need to go drive them all. We really like the Audi Q5. It's definitely got a kind of a stiffer ride, and this car with the sport suspension rivals that. So if that's what you're looking for, you have that. If you want a little softer ride like the RX, just get this car without the performance package and with the 18-inch wheels, and you'll get a little softer ride. So you really can kind of get the best of both worlds. Again, a lot of other competitors to look at, exciting segment. Definitely something for you and your family to consider if you're trying to downsize from that massive behemoth SUV, the Escalade or the Navigator or the big Sequoia, into something a little more reasonable. This could be your ride.